I grew up with a lot of insecurities. My brother was voted the most likely to succeed in our school. I wasn't on the list. It's interesting when you grow up and you grow up under the shadow of someone who has done so well. And I ended up dropping out of high school at the age of 16, joined the Air Force when I was 17. 17 years, 2 months, and 11 days, I remember, because my mother had to sign for me, and I was the youngest person in Lackland Air Force Base during that session. I think part of my insecurities came as a result of not really having a father when I grew up. My father left when I was about 5 years old for another woman. And though we had some contact in later years, I never had the experience of having a father's heart and a father's love. And that tremendously impacted my thoughts of God for years to come. When I think back on those years, ponder so many other people's lives that are affected by these kind of relationships. So I was the product of a strong mother. I dare say that she was stronger than 10 fathers. She was tough. And under that tough love, we grew to love and to work and to accomplish those things that only can be accomplished when you are really loved. And years later, I would come to a knowledge of God. And when I discovered through a message, and I had not been in church in many, many years, that God loves you, it dawned on me that I had never accepted that because of my father. And when I made that decision to follow Christ, I still struggled with God. I didn't know that God would really take care of me, and I didn't know if he could be trusted. Then I think of scriptures like this one, "O Lord, make me to know my end. And what is the meaning and the measure of my days? Let me know how fleeting I am." Because that was telling me that I'm now coming to full recognition of the kind of person that I am. "Behold, you have made my days a few handbreadths." It's not very long. A handbreadth is the width of the hand, and that's all I have. And my life is nothing before you. Surely all mankind stands as a mere breath. Selah. Surely a man goes about as a shadow. Filled with turmoil, life is filled with struggles. And now, O Lord, for what do I want? And I came to the realization that I wanted God. That I wanted God to be my Father. I wanted God to reveal his love in such a way that I could experience the love of the sovereign Father who is the eternal God. And I got to tell you, he did it. And all these years now, I have come to the realization that I have found favor with God. It's a wonderful thing to be able to say that. I have found favor with God. And that is what the scriptures tell me. So I pray that if you're going through struggles and you've got those insecurities that I had for so many years, and you feel like that you're second place in life, I want you to realize that when you're God's child, and when you know him as your Father, you can do anything because he empowers us through love. May God help you to discover the Father heart of God. It has been a life-changing experience for me, and I'll forever be grateful.